if you can draw a perpendicular bisector, you can draw right angles, you could draw midpoints, bisectors, and which leads to other shapes like rectangles, rhombuses, squares, etc. So basically what we need to do is we need to figure out how to bisect this line with a perpendicular bisector. Now, the way to really look at this is remember the theorem, the equidistant theorem. And that basically says that if you had a perpendicular bisector, such as this, every point on this perpendicular bisector is equidistant to the endpoints, every one. Down here, they're all equidistant. In other words, this one's equal to that one, this one's equal to that one, that one's that one, this one's that one. Okay, so thinking of it from that perspective, if we can construct 2 points around here somewhere that are equidistant from the endpoints, we could simply draw a segment connecting them and we would have ourselves a perpendicular bisector. So let's do that. So let's construct a perpendicular bisector. Okay, we'll start with our line right here. Okay, and we want to find a perpendicular bisector between, this is one endpoint and this is another endpoint. Okay, so again, going back to our theory that if we can construct 2 points that are equidistant and connect them, we would have our perpendicular bisector. So let's use our compass as a way to pick the length that we're going to, the common length. So we're going to draw an arc here, and let's draw one below the line as well. And then let's go to the other side, the other endpoint, and draw another one, like so. Okay, and so what we've done is we've actually constructed this distance, this distance, this distance, and this distance. They're all the same. So if we draw a line through the intersection, like so, we have ourselves a perpendicular bisector. Now let's try to bisect an angle. And not surprisingly, we're going to actually revisit the equidistant theorem to do this as well. Let's take a look again. What we want to do is we want to take an angle. Let's draw this angle right here. And we want to bisect it. So we need to figure out how to draw some line in the middle that's going to bisect this. And another way to look at this is, let's assume this is going to be the angle that bisects it. Let's extend this thing all the way like that. We could also go back to our theorem and says, hey, if this is bisecting, let's say if we draw an angle like this, a side like that, okay, if we can take these points like this and like this, okay, and if we can draw like this, that, basically what we've done is we've gone another way of constructing a perpendicular bisector and the equidistant theorem. This is the same as that, that's the same as that, that's the same. So let's keep that in mind when we construct our angle bisector. What we're going to do is we're going to draw, here's our angle again. Okay, and again we're going to use our compass to establish a length. Let's pick a length such as this. We draw one there, one there. So that means these sides are the same. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the compass and draw another extension the same distance. So let's draw an arc like this, and over on this one we're going to draw an arc like this, and they intersect. And all we have to do now is just draw a point, a line segment, I'm sorry, from the vertex through where the intersection is, like such, and we have an angle bisector. Okay, let's use what we just learned earlier in this video. We know how to draw a perpendicular bisector. It means a 90-degree angle and a bisector. And we also know how to take an angle and bisect it. Okay, so my question now is, how would you draw a 45-degree angle? Construct a 45-degree angle. Well, we'd use a combination of both of these. So let's draw our line segment, this. And we know if we can draw a perpendicular bisector, we will have ourselves a 90-degree angle. So let's draw that, construct that. Okay, again, we find the common length there, down there, and go to the other end point of the segment, cross the arcs. Okay, then use our straight edge to draw the line segment that will be perpendicular. Okay, like so. So we have ourselves a perpendicular line. And now we want a 45-degree angle. So what do? We take this 90-degree angle and we're going to bisect it. Okay, and again, we go back to how we learn how to bisect. Draw a second point. Oops, careful. Then from that point, let's make another extension way out there, which is okay. Like that. And then from the vertex, we draw this. And therefore, since this is 90 degrees, the bisector is 45 degrees. So we have ourselves a 45-degree angle.